Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's sneaky day trip, myself and Richard take a drive in the hope of beating the rain. Our first stop took us to Penmachno Roman Bridge. Now surprisingly, Richard hadn't been here before, so I thought what an opportunity to show him the site. First few photos on view are taken from the actual road bridge looking down at the bridge itself. We then moved down to the riverside and took some shots with the leading lines and the nice rocks, which were, as you can see in the river, the rain had just started again then. Now Penmachno Roman Bridge is best shot in autumn without a doubt. As you can see on screen, in the summer it's very green. Richard here stood actually on the Roman Bridge taking a picture of the road bridge. It has some nice waterfalls and cascades underneath. The first photo you're looking at now is actually from the road bridge looking away from the Roman Bridge and the nice falls. This is a Roman bridge from the road bridge, and now down at the river's edge. Some nice ferns in the foreground I happen to like, and there's the other shot with the glistening rocks in the foreground, which I thought was very nice. From here we moved on to Garth Falls, another place Richard hadn't visited before. This is on the outskirts of Betws coed near the Miners Bridge. Nice little path to walk along here, and then you come to the little tucked away falls. On the way we saw these little, what you might call fairy grotto, just by a little bridge, and it's nice to see it still intact and not being vandalised or such like. Just a little bit further up the path and you actually reach Garth Falls. Now this, like Penmachno itself, you are a little bit limited on the space to get the best shot. Here Richard is actually lining up one or two compositions. The reason for that is, again, even though the water's not very deep, the vegetation, as you can see now, gives you a bit of a limited option on what photos you wish to take. There are one or two little nice cascades, not a lot, but there's a few there, and it's a nice picturesque little scene, so we enjoyed our little trip here. Garth Falls is another one of these places similar to Penmachno where you've just visited, in so much that looking at this footage now, you can imagine autumn being the best time to shoot. If you can imagine the warmer tones of the golden leaves and the reds and the yellows and such colours, it really would lift the picture and make it a lovely scene. One or two pictures coming up now. The first one was a longer view of the actual waterfall here. The second one's a cropped in version of the top part, which actually when you look could well be an image on its own. From here we walked across to the Miners Bridge. Here it is. Now it just started to rain here, so we decided it wasn't a very good idea to get the cameras out at this particular time. And there's a fisherman who came down the steps and wanted to do a bit of fishing. But as he turned round, there's the rocks, so wet, so we thought we're not risking it. And it was a good choice because just a few minutes later it absolutely chucked it down. There we have it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you can join me next time. Bye bye.